Dynamico on the beat.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you like that new intro. I forgot to put it in my last video, but it is what it was right there. That's the one for this season, and I'll make a new one next season, obviously, with new clips, more fun. Anyways, we are back today in the Oregon State Dynasty. We are not back with a game. That's going to be tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but I had a lot going on, and I remembered, hey, I promised a recruiting video, and this is it. So, this video is going to be a compilation of everything I've done recruiting-wise this entire season, so it'll be like 1 to 2 minute clips. The off-season will be the longest, it was about 7, but I want you guys to learn the nuances of recruiting in this game and everything like that I know. I don't really spill them out exactly in every video, but I wanted to include past recruiting stuff I've done so you guys can understand and get a feel for the things I look for and how to build a team and rebuild a dynasty. You can see we're #1 in the country, 10-0. But anyways, I'm going to play those segments right here, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video to kind of recap it off and tie the bow, alright? Alright, and if you've been here, if you know me, you know I like to keep it realistic, so anybody that has us first on their list, I throw on. Doesn't matter their caliber, but I don't go for low lock and cheese and 4 and 5 star athletes the last week into the season. But let me see what the computer's telling me I need this year. Quarterback. Nah, not really. I should bring I should bring someone in. Definitely need a running back. The defense we're set, yeah. I kind of took care of the defense. So quarterback and running back. So pretty wide open choices there. Alright, let's go through this, the guys that got us first and whittle down. Alright, so you. Alright, he's got us there first, so we gotta go after him, right? Alright, 4-5, okay. He runs a 4-4, shoot, okay. Okay. So we'll try all these wide receivers. Probably some busts somewhere in there. I should bring in another Mike linebacker, so yup. D-tackle, I'm straight. I don't need any more D-tackles. Guards, I'm pretty good on guards too. I don't really need one. Do need outside linebackers. Don't need any corners. I could bring in a tackle. I brought in a guard last year, so I'll bring in 1 tackle this year. Alright, no corners. Got quarterback. Alright, let's move on to who we got for us in second place here. More receivers. That's a strong safety. I don't need a strong safety. I'll bring a tight end in. That's good for now. We got 22 guys in there. Let's go scout them. Take a look. Let's hit the quarterbacks first. I got 1 on there. Alright, so I'm not liking this guy. Not elite throwing the ball, and he's not fast either. Not a fan of this guy either. Just kind of a prospect. I'll leave him on there. Let's take a look at the receivers. 6 foot. 6'3", okay. No speed to go with it though. 6'2", not very fast either. There we go. 6'2", not bad. I can work with that. That I cannot. Alright, so I wasn't really rocking with either of these guys either. Alright, I'm going to kick this guy. We'll leave the other guy on because this guy can't catch the ball. He can, though, so we'll leave him on. I don't really need that many wide receivers as it is, so let's take a look at tight ends. Yeah, you're beastly. You're gone. Alright. Tackles, let's take a look. Alright, we'll go after him. I only really need to go after 2. You know, I don't really go crazy. I don't really need him anyways. And he's not. It's my DN situation. Got it out there. Alright, we'll leave him on until I can figure out if I actually do it. Not bad. There we go. Keep both of them. Okay. Take a look at the athletes. Alright, so this guy is he can play a little bit of defense. Looks like a linebacker or a receiver. Like a tight end. 231, alright, yeah, he's definitely a linebacker then for me. Alright, and that is all the scouting points we have. Okay, so a couple of good players in there. Only 12 guys left. Alright, so there's only 12 guys on my board for this week. I'm going to have to go through and, you know, look at some things off the screen, and I'll catch you guys up on all of that after. We'll take a quick look at recruiting just before the game. I haven't really gotten into it too much. It's not my main focus early in the season, but we'll take a quick look here. So the positions I'm going after are quarterback, wide receiver. I'll just show you guys the needs. So we need a quarterback, a running back, and nothing really defensively, so I could be selective over there, but I'm trying to bring in a couple more offensive linemen, the tackle position mainly, and then some more playmakers at the linebacker position. So really what I'm targeting is you know, a quarterback to shore up some depth, and as well as running back, and then really I'm looking for playmakers now in the second half of my defense. So the linebacker positions, because my corners are set, my safeties are set for the future for the most part. Now I just got to shore up the linebacker position. I think that's the weakness of my team, at least on paper. So that's what I'm going after. Here are the top prospects: Lee Mcgee, Alfred Gray, John Harris, nice tight end. Actually going to whittle down the list as we go here. Going to cut this guy off. He's not interested, clearly. Couple athletes, and I'll get more in depth as we go. I just wanted to show you guys who kind of is on my list right here. I'm not even going to use the point. I'll do this all after the game. But here's what we got. So a good mix of linebackers, athletes, and a couple tackles starting in there. But a really short list. I don't really need a big class. How many people can I sign? Anyways, let's see. So I have 11 seniors this year. So I can sign 11 guys, and then if any juniors want to go, which is unlikely, but so smaller class this year. We just want to bring in some more talent, and like I said, especially at the linebacker position. So, all right, so they dropped us to number 2. We only got 1 commitment. I know we had 8 guys visiting. I didn't really show you guys that, but we'll take a look at the guy that committed, and then get out of here. So I got some stuff to get done, but let's see. So Aaron Wright, 3-star offensive tackle from South Carolina, very solid. He was we were his only offer, 6'4", 312, so nice. You know, I picked up some guards last year, so I really wanted to pick up a tackle or 2 this year, so there's 1. I might go for 1 more, but yeah, slow recruiting day there. Not very good, but what's good, everybody? We had a bye week before this, but I didn't want to bore you with it, but now I gotta show you. Here we go. We gotta kick this episode off with this right here. Look at this. Coming off the bye, 3 commitments. A middle linebacker, a free safety, well, I think he's actually a running back, and a right outside linebacker. Let's go take a look at him. These guys are beastly. We got a 4-star in there and then 2 3-stars. Let's take a look at him. been a slow recruiting year, so that's a good sign. We're still number 2 this week, going to be playing Arizona State. We're going to get into that. But let's get into the recruiting first. Take a look at it, or rather. All right. So those are the guys still on the board. Let's go down to the commitment. So we got Aaron Wright last week. If you saw that, I'm going to tag last week's video right here. Let's see. 6'4" tackle prospect. Eric Gooden, 6'3", 227 from California. 81 speed, 87 excel. Pretty good coverage, not great. Very good tackler, 75-76. Offers from Arizona, Oregon, Fresno. So some pretty good schools. So a nice pickup there. Kind of an underrated guy who I like. I liked his speed and size combo, and he can come in and train a little bit. Jeremiah Bryant, 3-star athlete. Let's take a look at him. Good speed, 90-91. He can tackle, so he can play defensively if we need him to. Not very good in coverage, 68-65, as you can see. What's his height weight? All right, yeah, so 177. I don't think he's good enough to play corner. The reason why I was looking at him is for his offensive capabilities. 88 juke move, 79 carry. Pretty good catching, and I think he's going to be the running back in the future because this running back class was awful. So he's the guy there. Jeremiah Bryant's going to be the future running back. And we got Maurice Keys, 4-star linebacker from Virginia. Take a look at him. Pretty slow, 73-79. Good tackler, though, 78-73. And he's even better in coverage than the outside linebacker. So a good prospect there. Another guy who's going to have to train for a couple of years. Had an offer from Maryland. So very good pickups there. I think we have 5 more visits to schedule. So let's just go ahead and do those real quick. Nobody I'm too particularly hyped for right here, but alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and max out all the dudes left on the board. Alright, so that's going to end the recruiting segment here. What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I did get a haircut, if you noticed. Doesn't look too good right here, but whatever. We're going to open up this video just like we did last week. Tag it right here if you missed it. The video here. Yes. Another commitment here. We got John Mcconnell, a strong safety. We're going to take a look at him. 5th commitment of the season. And let's take a look at him. Starting to build a class. It's a 4-star prospect, so it's gotta be packing, right? Let's see. Good way to start it off, right? All right. I think he was supposed to visit this week anyway. All right, so we lost this guy to Utah. I was expecting it, but he was a Mike backer. I got my top middle linebacker prospect last week, so no big deal. Josh Perkins, peace. Let's take a look at John Mcconnell. So an athlete from Utah, 4-star, 5'11", 231. I think he's a linebacker, but let's confirm. 90-92 speed, 70-65 tackle hit power, good coverage. Block shed. Where's the block shed? 33, not great. I'm pretty sure linebackers typically have a little bit better block shed than that. But he could play strong safety as well, which is what he was listed as. So strong safety, middle linebacker, outside linebacker, probably will be in the secondary, but a very fast strong safety. I mean, there's not, when you think of a strong safety, you think of a linebacker build, but better, cover guy. So good pickup there. Only offer was to our school. So the future of the secondary, perhaps, a young secondary even. And the guys left on the board here, still looking for a quarterback. We got a lot of guys visiting this week, and there's one more that wants to visit. B.J. Little, 3-star tackle. We'll bring him in this week against Arizona. Why not? So here's who's left on the board. Not really going to play around with it much this week because we have a small class this year anyways. So let's see, how many guys can we bring in this year? 11, I believe. We have 5 committed. I'll probably start going to look for other guys to put on the board this week because I'm not really impressed by a lot of the guys on the board. But, so like I said, we're only taking 11. So when the guys on here that are all maxed out are guys I'm trying to bring in. So that's like 6 or 7 guys. So that will pretty much max out the class. So not really, going too crazy with the recruiting points this year. So that's that.
Holy cow. Oh my god, okay. So, that's 6 recruits there. So I think we are just about capped on the recruiting for this year. I had 11 scholarship spots available, and I had 5 signed already, and here's 6, so that's 11. So we're capping out recruiting. By the way, welcome back to the channel. I was kind of caught off guard by this, so that's how I started it off. Apologize for the inactivity lately. Y'all know the deal. Busy with school, all of that crap. But we're good now. So there you see the recruiting is all set, and let's see who we taking on this week in football.
And on the recruiting front, I'm done with recruiting. I'll show you my class real quick before we get into the game. We're number 2 in the country. You can look at the prospects this way. So looks like 6 4-stars and the rest are 3-stars. But yeah, we don't really have that much room to bring in a full class because I brought in 25 guys in each of the last 3 recruiting classes. So we're capped out here. Got a lot, the skills kind of spread around pretty well. Wide receiver, tackle, quarterback, defensive end, another wide receiver. We needed a running back because Culver's leaving. We have 2 redshirt sophomores behind him. So we got one there, and then the other, I believe, is this guy here, Jeremiah Bryant. Yep. So very good, very skilled. So a solid recruiting class. Don't have any other outstanding team needs. These guys are going to leave on here in case maybe some juniors and sophomores go pro. Unlikely, but we'll see. Recruiting, I'll go real quick. Just there's not much here. We're not really recruiting anybody anymore. We have 13 commitments, and all the positions I wanted to fill are filled. So there's 3 guys left on here where, if we want them, if they want to come to our school, fine, but we're not really recruiting them that hard. We have 12 or 13 guys leaving, so, if a couple go to the draft, maybe I'll snag a few more. But a really solid class here, number 2 in the country behind Penn State, I believe. Notre Dame. Yeah, we'll probably drop because we're not bringing anybody else on board for now, at least. So, not much to talk about there. But we'll check recruiting, just see what's up. Yeah, so here's the thing. I want to offer this guy, but if I do, he's just going to commit to our school instantly. So I'm not going to do that. He's not even that good. So, so these 2 guys here, we're in battles for. If we win them, great. If not, no big deal. We got plenty of guys in this class. I trust my evaluations, so I think we're good on recruiting. I'm going to continue to say that. But let's go ahead and advance to the next week. Okay, so some movement on the recruiting front. All right, the one tight end that was on our board just committed to somebody else. I think it was Clemson. Let's take a look. Not that I really care. Yep, Clemson. So, easy way for me to just figure that problem out. So let's go ahead and boot him off the list. I think we don't really need a tight end, I don't think. Yeah, we have the 2 sophomores, Jamal Van and Will Wallace. So it's not something I need to take care of this year. But obviously, you don't want to have just 2 guys in a position group. So I'll probably get one next cycle. But yeah, no big deal there. So that figures that out, basically. Let's see what we're ranked. We dropped to 6, but like I said, we are going to drop because we're not taking guys every week like these other schools are. So no big deal there.
Alright, we're back. It's the end of the video. We are up to the current state. Week 11, game against Washington State. Preview. We're going to finish up this recruiting segment. So like I said several times through the video, probably became annoying. We are done with recruiting, all that stuff. And I showed you several times how many scholarships we had available and whatnot. And I think we already went over that number anyway, but I'm anticipating a couple juniors going to the draft, Michael Ewing, Chris Tucker, several others. But I just want to go through and kind of highlight recruits that I didn't really talk about much in the video. So let's just do that right here, and then this video will be over because I'm pretty much done with recruiting for the rest of the year, and next time we'll talk about it is on signing day of the offseason. Alright, so let's go. So Curtis Pennington, 3-star wide receiver from the Pipeline State of California, 6'0", 174. Let's take a look at him. So, pretty good speed, 89, 84. He's a gem prospect, very attractive in that sense. Pretty good catching, 72. Route running, 78. Spec catch, 55. Catch in traffic, 60. Not great. Not very elusive. Juke move is so you know what, this is a guy that's gonna sit. He's gonna build up in the system. He's gonna have to redshirt and wait his turn because he's not an instant impact receiver. However, he's from Pipeline State, and he was a gem prospect. He's on the upward trend, and I like that in my recruits. Also had an offer from Fresno State, so that's that for Curtis Pennington. Next, you got B.J. Little, 3-star offensive tackle, another from California. I got several guys from California. 6'5", 274, good size. I'd like him to be a little bit taller, but 6'5 is good. 274, pretty good weight for a tackle. Pretty good blocking, 74, 77, 74 across the board. So as long as it's above 70, that's, you can't really ask for much else. And besides that, speed and acceleration don't really mean much. It's good to know that he's athletic and can get out into poles and screen passes and stuff, but not a big deal. All right. No other offers for him. Next, Lee Mcgee. So this is the quarterback of the future. I don't think I talked too much about him, but I'll just kind of recap here. He's 5'11", 204, kind of short for a quarterback, but you can't. He's a 4-star quarterback from Illinois. You can't really go wrong with that. 84, 86 speed. He's a dual threat guy. 86, 79 throw power. What else does he have? Pretty good juke move, 86, 91 elusiveness. So he's a dual threat quarterback through and through. Like I said, though, I like my quarterbacks around 6'3", 6'4". Like Bryson Lewis, that's his height and weight, and he's pretty much the same dual threat quarterback. But you can't have it all. So he'll be the quarterback of the future, and I'm really excited for that. Other offer only from Oklahoma. So big pickup for the Beavers. Next, we're going to Brandon Hill. 4-star defensive end from Idaho, 6'2", 238. And this is like I haven't really had a speed rush kind of guy. This is who it is. Brandon Hill right here, 6'2", 238. Let's check out his speed. Like I said, from Boise, Idaho, so pretty cool. 73, 76 speed, not terrible. That can obviously go up a little bit. Block shed, 82, beautiful. Tackle, 81, hit power, 79. Good pursuit, 80. Play rec, 61. Not a big deal with play rec, but a solid prospect, and he'll be on the edge for me for years to come. Also had offers from Minnesota and Notre Dame, so a solid prospect there and a great pickup. Shannon Hill, 6'2", 215 receiver from Cali. Another one from Cali, but 6'2", good size, 215, pretty good as well. He's a speedy guy as well. He's not just a possession receiver. 90 speed, 90 excel, 71 catch, 69 spec-tac, and 67 catch in traffic. No elusiveness to speak of, so he's probably not a slot receiver for me, but he'll have good speed on the outside. And what's his release? 70 release, so good release on the outside, so he can come in and play probably as a sophomore. Also had offers from Oregon and Fresno, so a great pickup there. And I think I think I cut off right about here, so I'll cut off at Maurice Keys. Everybody else I basically covered in past videos, like you saw, so I won't touch too much on them. Alright, Brian Babcock, 4-star running back. I needed a running back. We only have 3 on our roster right now, and Culver's leaving next year. Reynolds and Garrett have both played significant minutes, but there were times when I had to have a wide receiver come in and play running back. So we need a back. We did get one. He's not really a solution going forward. He's kind of just a placeholder. But he can train. He can get better. 5'10", 160 from Washington, so nice to steal from a rival state. 85, 82 speed, so not great. And, he's very small, too, so not very good speed, and he's not, big. So that was kind of the, I don't really like this guy, but, if he trains for 2 or 3 years, he'll get his speed up, he'll get his excel up, and he'll be ready to go for the season. 87 elusiveness, 90... Game on. No, 87 elusiveness, 90 juke move, very good. Very good. That's what I like in a back. So he can be a scat back, but like I said, he's got to get his speed up. Other offer from Washington, of course, home state, so a solid pickup, not great. Next, Robert McCoy. This is a great pickup. One, I love the name. Like, if you have the last name McCoy, you cannot be bad at football, right? But he's an outside linebacker, 6'4", 213, a 3-star guy. But, I mean, I think he's way underrated, and that's why he's coming to our school. That's what I'm saying. I like to go for the underrated 3-star cats. So, originally 68 overall, he went up to, like it says here, 81, 88 speed excel. For a linebacker, that is elite, and that's only going to get better. Coverage 70-70, very good for a linebacker. I've seen way worse before, 60s and stuff, so that's awesome. 76-70 tackle, hit power, 72 block shed. So, yeah, Robert McCoy is going to be a dog, and no other offers, so this is going to be a diamond in the rough for sure. Book it. Next, Ben Moss, 3-star athlete, 5'10", 190, 64 overall, but don't let that deceive you. Let's take a look at his traits. 84, 88 speed, and I'm going to try and figure out what position he plays on the fly here as well. I think it was strong safety when it showed up on the page, and when they're athletes it tells you, but let's see. 75 tackle, 71 hit power, so yes, he can play defense. 5'10", 190, can he cover? Not really. Okay, so that takes out corner. He can play safety. You don't need to be able to cover super well to play safety, and plus I'll probably be playing with him user, so good tackle, pretty good coverage, 71 press, doesn't really matter. Let's see, what else you got for me? 43 block shed, so that's pretty good because as a safety you got to come down and run support. Typically if you're not good at block shed it'll be in the 30s, so he's got at least something there. Now the reason why I could see him playing offense, on the offensive side of the ball, is at running back because he has a 91 juke move. Can't really catch that well. I guess he could also play receiver, 69 route running. But if I were to play him anywhere, it'd be either safety or running back. You see the 91 juke. That's pretty attractive to me. 84, 88, that he could train. But we'll see. 190, a little small for safety. You like to be around 210, 215 typically. But like I said, he's going to train, so it's a waiting game on Ben Moss. He's a guy we might bring in and put at safety or running back and, switch it up. So, waiting game. But 64 overall, a much better prospect than that. All right, last guy here, John Mcconnell, another athlete. I think we picked him up after we beat Utah, and I just skipped over it. I don't know why. 5'11", 231 from Farmington, Utah. So kind of expanding in the West Coast here. First one from Utah in this class. 90-92 speed excel, 76 spark rating, that's pretty good. What position does he play? Let's find out. I think he's another guy who they had as a safety, and it looks like that's what he will play. Simply because I was looking at potential of receiver, but he's 74 catching, but only 58 route running, which isn't great, 54 release, so no. I mean, he has the speed to play slot, but he's not very elusive, 73 juke move, 61 elusiveness, so he's definitely a guy I'm going to bring in and probably play at safety, but he's 231, so let's think about this. Can he play linebacker? Not really, because his block shed is 33. Like I said, we're figuring this out on the fly. So, John McConnell, future at either free or strong safety, 70 tackle, 65 hit power, and we'll just have to figure out which one of those that will be. I don't really mind either way. As long as they're fast, I can play with them. So, no other offers. Did Moss have any other offers? I think we skipped that. He did. Michigan and USC. Wow, okay. So another guy, very underrated, Ben Moss, and McConnell, only offer was from us. So, that's about it. I believe I covered everybody else pretty extensively here. I'll just kind of go over them. Aaron Wright, Eric Gooden, another beastly running linebacker. Jeremiah Bryant, who's either a free safety or a running back. I have to figure it out. I'm leaning towards running back at this point. And Maurice Keys, middle linebacker. So, that's the class. 15 commits, and then, or is it 13, I believe. I think it's actually 13, and then these two guys here, I'm not really going after. If I have a spot come open, I'll offer him, but if I offer this dude, he's literally going to commit to us right when I do it. I have a sneaking suspicion, because somehow Alabama's a pipeline state now. But anyways, we might bring him in just because we need a running back, but, I mean, you look at his speed and excel, 84-77, that's not going to get the job done for me. This other guy, Alfred Gray, 5-star wide receiver, we're battling with our old school UTEP for him. Don't really need him, but hey, he's there, so you can't just turn down 5-star receivers for no reason. So we'll see. But that's about it. I'll show you guys our standing in the recruiting rankings. We're 7th, so still top in the Pac-12, like pretty much every year. And who's second in the Pac-12? Thought it was San Diego State. No. It is still gone. Still gone. Unless I missed it. I don't think I did. USC at 36. Oh, that is terrible. Wow. I gotta make sure I didn't skip someone. That seems really low for Pac-12. You know, it's Power 5, right? Yeah, shoot. Okay. Well, I guess the talent gap continues to grow between us and USC. I'll show you the class composition as well right here. So you break it down. You got 6 4-stars, which is usually more than I like to take, but that's okay. No 5-stars, and other than that, all 3-stars. So, but the 3-stars, like I said, are gems. They should be 4 and 5 stars. So, so that's that. That's the recruiting segment. I wanted to just get that in for you guys because I kind of skim over it. I kind of do like a 2-minute thing usually on it, and I like it. It's one of my favorite parts of this game, so I just wanted to do a bigger, more formal segment on it. So that was that. As you see, we're taking out Washington State next. If you missed last year's game, you're going to want to see it. I did lose. I am 1-3 against the Cougs at Oregon State. So tomorrow's game is going to be no pushover. Who knows what's going to happen? Things get super weird. Luckily, we get them at home this year in Reser Stadium, 3rd toughest place to play in the country. But before I continue to ramble on about that, thank you guys for watching. That was the recruiting segment. All my other videos will be tagged up here. Leave a comment down below. Any questions, anything like that. Make sure to like, share, sub. Send this stuff to your friends. You know, I got content coming out on the daily, even on TikTok. Check out my TikTok. I'll tag it down below. All right. But thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Peace.